have taken over the hallowed ground between the hedges, and you know the dogs are ready to bite. Welcome Between the Hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gamecocks offense will get first crack at it today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you won this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air, it's Sellers. Finds the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Myers on the move. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch. It's Jacobs. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Bennett. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This crowd full of throats, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Under fire. Sets up the screen. Quick spin on the line. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He'll throw it. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. This defense backed up. Goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will get the ball for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand.
Turning it on! Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. With the catch, it's Branch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Georgia! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Looking for a crease to the left. Fighting off the defender. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Paul.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Oh, they're after him. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what?
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarter...
Breaks into the open. Oh, what a cut. Touchdown!
so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the PAT makes it 14-6. That one's going to get a little star mark decided on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man, it's Bennett. Push down for the tackle.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Time to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Got the quick pass. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Gamecocks are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Spins away from the defense. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Gets rid of it. Caught near the sideline, it's Bennett. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. The Gamecocks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Picked off. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Makes the catch, it's Branch. Back down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Bell. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to throw it. Buying some time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives.
There he goes. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. He wants to go deep. Snags it on the right. Seizing an open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. And the Gamecocks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Touchdown, South Carolina! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll leave it with him. Powers through the defender. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. To the air, it's Stockton. Looking to scramble. All kinds of time before he fires right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He'll take another shot here. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
The Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. We're ready. ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah. Good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're in a...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had...
Sends it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Gamecocks have a lot of options on second and inches. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Now adjusting. The throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. The Gamecocks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll throw on third down. Fires on the move. Got it in the middle, it's Jacobs. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Gamecocks will snap it on first and 10. To the air on first down. Floating away. He turns it loose to the left. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he muffs it. It's loose. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Turning it on! Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Georgia sends out the punt team.
Number 92, on to punt it away.
He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll heave it deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sellers. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Dogs! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. This has been a tight one. Third quarter, all tied up, is now 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Dances away to buy time. Pulls it in down the middle. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the ground with the back. Virtually unblocked, and he's stopped for a loss of 8.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it inside the 15. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to pass, it's Sellers. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Can the defense stop him again on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the line. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. He's trying to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. They could have tried to break the tie with a field goal attempt. Instead, they'll try to punch it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And I like the decision to go for it. I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He'll get rid of it. Finds space on the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. To the air, it's Stockton. Fires to the right. That's reeled in, it's bumped. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw again. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Now improvising. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. And the Dogs are threatening on 1st and goal. The inside handoff. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Looking to scramble. He wants it all. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. I mean, you better bring your big boy pads if you're going to play. It's blocked. This could be big. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. And the returner will be brought down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Here's a heat. Caught in the backfield, it's Bennett. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Going right and going deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire. Who steps up and makes the big-time play?
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
Inside the 30. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a 1st down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. The Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Dances away. He's going to take off. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future. And this offense can stay balanced because they still have those 3 timeouts in their pocket. They need to put a good drive together, but right now they're continuing to stay balanced. They might need to get a little pass happy and a little bit more aggressive after this.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Little touch pass to the receiver. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Sellers. Scrambling away. Grabbed over the middle, it's Jacobs. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. How many times do you think they're going to run that one back in film study? Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. That's a penalty, that's a penalty, that's a penalty. It'll be a long film study for him. Looking to throw on 1st down. Slings it downfield. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. The offense just wants to run out the clock in this half, but these still have a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly, this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go into the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next